All right, welcome everybody. Call the meeting to order. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We need a motion, 3.0 executive session pursuant to employment of officials, appointees, and employees. If I can have a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
Second. And Megan, second. Approval. All in favor? Okay. So we're going to move into executive session, then we'll come back and continue from there. Thank you.
December's not really like free until then it's birthday. Then I'm a week for a few weeks, but considering my schedule. Sounds like something just gonna end up coming. So over to my default. Now.
So I need a motion to leave executive session.
So moved.
Okay, second. Megan, all in favor? Okay, we're out of executive session. I think just as far as comments, I just want to say it was a great graduation this year. Good end of the school year from what I've heard from everybody. So just really happy to hear all that. And I know everybody's ready for summer. We need to just approve the minutes. Can we approve all three together? There's from a few different meetings. Did anyone have any questions on any of the minutes? If not, can I have a motion?
I move to approve all of the minutes for May 22nd, May 30, and June 14th as written.
Great. Second?
Second.
Kurt? Got to be faster, Megan. All in favor? Okay. And so adjustments to the agenda. Let's make 7.1 leave of absence approval. And any other adjustments needed? We got everything else in there? Okay. Public session, anybody here from the public? Look like it. And so 7.1, the leave of absence approval.
I move to approve the leave of absence request for the 2023-2024 school year as discussed in executive session.
Great. We have a second. Megan. Megan, second. Any further discussion? All approved? Okay, we're in. That's passes and we are good to go. All right. We don't have a student board rep here today, right? So we're on to the 9.0 superintendent's report.
Yeah, just some things I'll mention. You saw in the reports, a lot of step-up days, a lot of field days, recognition events. One thing that we've done for, I think, 3 or 4 years now that we picked up from someplace that's been really good is our graduates marching in the hallways of their elementary schools. And, you know, sometimes the students up here will hem and haw, well, I got to go back to my elementary school. But when it happens, I mean, not only is it good for the seniors, I mean, for the little students to look up to them in their cap and gown. And then for teachers, I had a retiree who, you know, on the exit interview, he said to me, he's a middle school teacher, and said, you know, that was one of the highlights of my year, and I'm ending my career. And for 15 seniors to kind of be waiting for me to say hello to me, you know, and thank me for the time that I had them in middle school, you know, means a lot. So it's really a nice thing that we've done and be able to do. Graduation on the 11th, Dr. Patricia Ames Teacher of the Year Award was given to English teacher here, Ashley Beacon-Smith. Congratulations to her. And we had 22 students inducted into the National Honor Society here for the technical school. And then I sent the board all the summer programming that we're doing this year. So we have summer programming started today for the bridge program here, but also for some credit recovery. But we also have it K to 12. We have it at the middle level. We have it at the elementary level for quite a few weeks this summer. So it's really, you know, it's going to be good for our students and our families. And then lastly, I'm not going to read through it, but in Eric's report, when we talk about the graduating class, there was a nice list there of all their accomplishments, a really strong class. And we had about $300,000 worth of scholarships from the Alumni Association that went to our seniors. And if you combine that with the other awards that that the senior class received, it's a total of $728,000 that our seniors received for awards between those two, you know, organizations differences. So it's, you know, it is amazing support for our seniors. And that's it.
Patrick, I think I mentioned this to Katie when I was just listening to graduation, and I was wondering, that teacher award, do we ever do that for our other schools, like our other teaching people at different levels?
We don't. This is something that's like a historical thing here at Morse. You know, that's been going on for, geez, I don't know how many years. I'd have to check in with Eric, but it's not something that we've done at our schools in general. And quite frankly, I'm not sure how it got incorporated into graduation either. You know, as part of the graduation commencement either.
Deb?
Hello.
I guess you can hear me. So tonight we're looking at May financial report that was in your packet. Basically, this shows that we had spent 34 million with another 5 million encumbered, leaving us a projected balance of about $1 million. I can tell you that now at the end of June, although the report isn't official, we're pretty close to that. We're lower by about 700,000 right now in a fund balance, but this is the time of year that we're basically operating two sort of budget years at a time. So when this report that you're looking at for May shows $1 million left, that's just basically projecting salary. So now there's other things that come into play. Final tuition, final transportation, that type of thing. So I think if we end up at the end of the day with about $500,000, then we're in really good shape. So it's all good. We're not down to, only just barely making it through, but we don't have a whole lot left either. So we had I think we could say that it's been a good, successful year financially. For revenue, everything's coming in. We're gaining more on our interest on investments. And that basically too is because we're carrying the Dyke Newell money from the insurance until we find out exactly what's going to happen with Dyke Newell, and then I'll pull it out and put it into a separate interest-bearing account. So we're gaining a little bit more there until that decision is made, which should be soon. ARP, where we'll be pretty much right where we projected to be for next year, and that's basically it. We're moving forward, closing one year, opening another, finalizing all the payrolls, accrued all the payrolls. So, moving on.
Thank you, Deb. Any questions? No? Thank you so much. Okay, new business personnel.
Before we go there, I would say this Friday we are going to the state board education meeting, and our hope is that they will make a recommendation and that the full state board will be comfortable in voting on what the next step is with Dyke Newell. So I'm planning to attend in person, and a few other people are as well. So as soon as we know something, and hopefully I guess there's a chance that they would not take a vote if they're not ready to, but we're hoping, because we waited quite a while for this. So yeah.
Patrick, is there like a plan A and B in terms of what the outcome of that vote is? I mean, would we need another meeting if it's an extreme situation either way? Like either we're just going to rebuild or we're going to have a whole new school?
Yeah, I think we'll have to cross that bridge after Friday, hopefully.
Okay.
I mean, it may get pushed off a little bit. I don't know that. Hopefully it doesn't. And then from there, even if something gets the approval in some capacity, we're probably going to have to work through that for a little bit and find out what that means with our insurance money and what it would mean to rebuild and what kind of funding are we talking about versus
Right.
Whether we have to go out for more funding. So it's kind of up in the air, but I hear what you're saying. If we have to get together somehow, we certainly could.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely going to be at Morris again next year. I mean, there's no way we could do something before next year.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be in the same spot as long as the city will extend their lease with us. And yeah, that's the best option that we have. Yeah, I mean, this is going to take some time.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. All right, so personnel reports. One resignation, one retirement. Cree Kroll is one of our IT people, and he's moving he's moving to Philadelphia area, and we'd like to thank Cree for 7 years of service to the district. And then we have one retirement, Helen Baldwin, kindergarten teacher at Phippsburg, and we'd like to thank her for 14 years of service to the district. And then if you want me to, I can move right to nominations.
Nominations.
Okay. As soon as I find it. So nominations, I know as soon as I get here. Third grade teacher for Fisher Mitchell. We're nominating Haley Gagnon, and we had 11 applications. We interviewed 4. And we had a team you can see there that made up the interview committee. And Haley is a new teacher. She has her BS from Farmington, and she did she did long-term sub, and she did student teaching and ed tech work at West Bath School. So pleased to nominate her. And the other one is Miranda Clark, social studies teacher at Morse, and she is, I'm sorry, at Bath Middle School, sorry. We had 14 applications, 4 interviewed, and she also is a graduate of Farmington and did her student teaching up at Mount Blue High School.
Great.
So I need a motion for
You need a
those
motion for
two.
that, that's right.
Those two, yeah.
Sorry. Motion for that.
I move to approve both candidates.
All right. Any further discussion? No? All in favor? Okay, 10.3, the approved superintendent's contract for the 2023-2024 school year. This is an action item. And Jamie, if you can read.
I move to approve the superintendent contract for the 2023-2024 school year pursuant to the terms discussed in executive session on June 14th.
Great. Any, let's give a second. Patricia seconds. Okay. Any other discussion? All right. All in favor? Thank you very much. And that is approved. Thank you all. And thank you, Patrick. 10.4, to approve the computation declaration of votes of the June 13th budget referendum. This is an action item.
So basically, we just need a motion that says that and a second, and then after the meeting, we'll just have to sign this one piece of paper.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve? Megan?
I move to approve the computation of declaration of votes of the June 13th, 2023 budget referendum.
Great. And second by Jamie. Any other questions? No? All in favor? Thank you very much. And that is done. Boy, we're proving stuff all over the place. Look at this. And the perennial 10.5, authorize the superintendent to hire staff over the summer on the board's behalf. I need a motion. And so you haven't done this before. So it's just every year we just ask, and I think Patricia, you were already on the board, right? So we don't have to meet. We don't usually meet in July. We do come again in August. But so as if anyone else resigns over the summer or something changes, we just give them approval to do all that so we don't have to meet and do this. So may I have a motion? Yep, Jennifer.
I move to authorize the superintendent to hire staff over the summer on the board's behalf.
Great. Second, please. And Megan will second. All right. All in favor? Okay, you got your approval. And the next meeting isn't until August. Y'all get a break unless we need to come together for some reason. I know, don't say it. Will be August 28th. Wow, I can't imagine that. Yet. Okay, so unless there's any other business, did you have anything, Patrick? No. We just have, just can't leave till this is signed. Other than that, have a wonderful summer. Thank you all, and motion to adjourn. Jamie? Megan? All right, and we are adjourned. Thank you all very much.